All right, so this is the hurricane. I didn't think it was that bad. One potted plant fell over. It really wasn't this bad here. However, power's been out since like 9. When I woke up around 9, there was still power. I was still on the internet. And then what ended up happening, this is not going to hold too well. What ended up happening is the power went out for 5 minutes, came back, and then it's been out since basically 9:30 or 10, something like that. And their Entergy, the energy provider here, is not giving very good updates. They're giving very bad updates. But the latest one, they had it at noon. They had it at 6:30. And it was, oh yeah, it might be a multi-day process. Multi-day? I didn't lose power during Harvey, okay? I didn't lose power during Harvey, all right? We didn't lose much power during Ike. I lost the internet, so I had to go to Austin for a month. But I don't think I've lost power during the big freeze 2-3 years ago. I lost power. This is not going to work. We're going to have to do something with this. But we did not lose much power during that. That was 5 hours. It was getting cold in the house, but, Okay, this is really not good. Fuck. Okay, there we go. That's a little better. One little tree fell down here in my neighbor's yard. There's one little tree here that's falling out. Not that anyone's seeing any of this, not that it matters. But because of the situation with the lack of power, the electricity is gone, because that's what power is. Oh, look, this is the stuff I fixed. It's working. Look at that. Something's working. The problem, of course, is that there's no power, so the fridge is going out, and I have like 20 pounds, or probably close to like 20 pounds of like hamburger meat and whatever. I don't know. I bought it on discount, so it's like, okay, you lose a little bit of money, doesn't really matter. But I still want to know if anything's open at this point, because nobody has power here. Then this is the most I've been without power. I don't think because we evacuated we evacuated Rita, which is right after Katrina, so everybody was freaked out in 2005, I think it was. That's what ended up with me quitting college, by the way. I've technically been on Hurricane Rita break since 2005. September 21st, I think it was a Wednesday. And there was the next Wednesday, the 28th, I think, that we went back. And then I'm like, I don't want to do college anymore. So I've been basically on hurricane break for 20 years. And anyways, but the point is, I just want to know, is there any ice anywhere? Because I do have a nice chest, not just from doing push-ups and everything, but a nice little ice chest thing. But it needs ice. Apparently those things don't work by themselves. So I'm just seeing, is the gas station up here open? There's a big H-E-B here. There's not too many cars. Everything is pretty passable. It's 7:20. There's still some light. I don't want to drive in the dark. We still have another hour of sunlight left in the summer here. But I just want to see what's up with H-E-B here. My usual H-E-B. Because I actually went on a little run yesterday after swimming. The swimming thing closed at the normal time, and then I swung by H-E-B here. Let's go. And it was interesting enough because there weren't that many people there. It wasn't projected to be a massive storm. We're pretty much inland anyways. So, and it really wasn't that bad. I mean, there's a couple things on the street, but leaves and everything, but it really isn't that bad. Everything has been passable on this street so far. It was much worse 2023 with the windstorm. There was a derecho or whatever. This year there was massive flooding again. And yet, it's just like, okay, there's nothing here. This is not that bad. But apparently it is, because a bunch of power stations are out. And there's a couple streets, a couple cars on this street. It's probably busier than usual for 7:24 on a Sunday, but, well, I don't even know that. It's really not that, there's no massive traffic here. Yeah, another little branch fell down, but again, it's nothing catastrophic here thus far. Okay, I cannot even see if it's red or... Okay. I'm just waiting for the green light because I don't even want to... No. Looks like there's a lot of cars coming here. I think this place is closed. Okay, we got a green. What the fuck are you doing? This asshole's in the intersection. Excuse me, sir. You got a red. You gotta watch out for all the trunks. Alright, so we are at the HEB parking lot. And let's see here. Well, there's a lot of cars here. I mean, you know. Oh, there's a ton of cars here. There's too many cars here. Okay. Oh, there's a couple of things that fell. Well, it's not too bad here, but again, I don't know if it's open. There's a lot of people parked, but that doesn't mean anything. There's somebody with a cart. All right. I don't know. All right. Yeah, there's people coming out with bags. This place is open. Now there's somebody. Oh my God, they're blocking my parking spot. Dumb bitch. Anyways, right. Oh, there's mud here. Okay. So I think we'll probably turn this off and, let's investigate. All right, so they didn't have any ice. They also said they didn't have bags, so the distributor has to come back. It's like, I don't know, it's a plastic bag. Could you just, there was no ice. It was like, could you just put the ice in this? I don't care. I'm not going to be eating it. I just want to dump it in a chest, right? They didn't have ice, but apparently they didn't have bags either. I don't know what that means, but they have bags. I don't care if you put it in that, right? I did buy some bananas because yesterday I was going to buy some bananas, and those bananas were super green. Every single banana in that other store was green. This was not. So we'll have some bananas as well. And let me just drink something. Just some water. But anyways, I just want to see, is there a gas station open here? Because gas station, HEB has its own gas station, but gas stations, freestanding, they often will have some ice. I'm sure they're out, but whatever, we'll see. We'll see what happens. I'll just, I don't have anything else to say. I'll just look it up on the maps and see what's going to happen. We're going the wrong way because there is a tree. We might be able to see it in the back here, but the point is we have to turn around and go the wrong way because of shenanigans here. So we cannot actually make it back. I didn't see this here. Oh, someone in front of us is from Ontario, Canada. That's amazing. But let's see, is there a... Can we see that? Everyone's piled up there. All right, well, let's try to... Oh, good Lord. Oh, God, cutting across. Wow. So there's one blockage there. Some guy got out and, I don't know. I don't have a saw. I have a saw. I don't have it in my car here. Maybe I should have brought the saw. In case, I have a hand saw. It's not, right. Well, that sucks. Anyways, we'll get the maps here because I need to know where I'm going. All right, so there are no street lights working, so we'll have to do the whole circle thing. Oh boy, I think it's my turn. Man, this, clockwise thing. Ugh. Yeah, it's like, I don't know, I've done this a couple dozens of hundreds of times, and it's like, okay, whose turn is it? I don't know. Anyways, if there's like a lot of cars, it's pretty easy, but, anyways, I think we're doing okay here. So, yeah, there's a lot of limbs and small little branches on the street, but there's no massive obstruction except the one we have to turn around for. I think this is the gas station right here. And let's see how the gas station is. The post office. And no one is pumping. There's no pumpy dump. All right. There is absolutely no one in the gas station here. There is no one doing anything here. So I think we need to head back. I think we've had a fun adventure here, but this gas station's closed. You know, it's all pointless. And now I did fill up with gas a couple days ago, so we basically have over 12 gallons left. You know what? There is a shell here. Let's cut across like 100 lanes here. That's excellent. You know, there's a shell here as well. Let's see that, and then we can go back. Ooh, Cybertruck. So yeah. There's a lot of traffic here for Sunday. I think people are getting a bit restless, but I kind of just want to head back. It's like the sun's gonna set. It's just no. And there was nobody. There was some woman with a vest waving people off, but there was nobody at the gas whatever, the pumps. Nobody was there. There's no gas. Now the supermarket had plenty of power. They weren't even playing any shitty background music. It was great. It wasn't too crowded. Maybe more crowded on a Sunday night than usual, but it's not that busy compared to, you know, the busiest times. So anyways, oh, the stoplights here are working. Okay, so the red light, or yeah, the lights are working here. Yeah, we've been on red now forever, so here we go, green. Okay, this guy's not going to let us pass, but fuck him. And let's see what's going to happen here. Nice. Okay, absolutely nothing here. The whole thing is shut down. There's like one car here and absolutely nobody. It's dripping. This looks deserted. This looks completely deserted. And no, there's no power on anywhere here. So there's some power in the lights there at the supermarket, but there's no power here. There's a guy on a bicycle. So again, the whole thing is just, California license plate. So we've seen Ontario, and we've seen, this person abandoned their car here. Let's look at the mall here. Now, I think there used to be a Randall's here, but Randall's moved out. And I don't even know why we're here, because there's no point. Randall's hasn't been here. I think they shut down before the whole COVID nonsense. So, and none of this is open. So there's no point here. This is a pointless drive. None of the gas stations, none of the two are open. Nothing here is open. There is no ice. So that's just what it is. We can do a little U-turn here. Brighton Academy or something. You know, we still got 30 minutes of sun left. There's not too much traffic coming up here, so I have some bananas, you know. Retirement home. Let's see here. Oh, we don't want to run this. No lights or no power here for the lights, but very little traffic, so we'll just do a stop here. Good. And there also was internet at the HEB as well. The internet has been so spotty, you know, it's just been awful. And somehow these local news sites are like, oh, watch us live, even if you have no power. It's like, can you not feed me 4K video? Is there a way to turn that off? you know, no. It's just no. You know, because I don't think the internet is out. It's just there's no power for it, and I don't have any backup for that. I think the internet's just fine. It's just there's no power to it, so everyone's probably using their mobile data, and that's not good if, you know, everyone's using it. It's just clogging up the tubes, the internet tubes. Anyways, all right, Lake Woodlands here. Oh, dear Lord. Okay, I think it's my turn after this guy. Is it my turn? No, it's my turn. I'm going. There's a little more traffic here. Somebody's already cut through a tree here, or a fallen big limb that fell down. That's good to know. Yeah, we're now basically, the gym's also, I mean, first of all, I don't think they have power, but they officially even announced before they're shutting down. And you know, the people sending out these emails and writing these things, they're like, we will remain closed on Monday. It's like, okay, but you guys aren't closed today, Sunday. That's what I was thinking yesterday. It's like, you guys are they're open. It's like, remain closed. What does that mean? You guys are open. So what does remain closed mean? I don't know. The wording is just not the best. Ooh, look, somebody has, hold on. Somebody has some stuff in the back. I think they're probably leaving. Yeah, they're probably leaving with food and nourishments and stuff. And they're just bolting out of here. Oh. I'm not sure when we're going to do that, right? Okay, trying to right up my ass, guy, right behind me. Yeah, so we're just headed back. I mean, everything's closed except H-E-B's open. That's interesting. I mean, I don't need any food except the bananas. I don't really need the bananas, but... right, so no ice, no gas stations open. We have plenty of gas, 12 gallons left, so we can get the hell out of here if we really need to, but... And it's nice, like, it's below 80. I was doing some raking. I didn't get sweaty at all. I just raked the driveway. Somebody decided that they're going to, you know, of course, somebody right next to me is pounding loud music because just boorishness. It's the rule of the day. Okay, so clockwise, okay, they go. Okay, just go all at once, I suppose. There's a guy cutting across here. Hold on. No, come on, cutting. Come on, cutter. Oh my God, it's a... Everyone is... Go. I got fucked on this one like there's no tomorrow. Okay, I gotta go. No, that person just did it all wrong. Well, anyways. So yeah, that sort of sucks. I mean, the only thing I'm hoping is the stuff in the fridge doesn't go, you know, and the freezer. I mean, I'm not, you know, I can always buy it. There's not that much in it, but it still is like, okay, this kind of sucks, you know. Again, this has been the most amount without power. I mean, it was 5 or 6 hours during the freeze. I never lost power during Harvey. Never lost power during Ike, except the internet. I don't know. I think I've been accustomed. Because, you know, sometimes people lost power for like 3-4 days during the winter storm a few years ago. And it's like everything froze, and oh my goodness, that was horrible. I didn't have any of that. It got down to like 50 degrees or something, and that's it. Another fun intersection here to, oh boy. Well, let's, oh no, never mind. I didn't even have enough. Okay, there's lights here. The lights here work. Okay. So, I have plenty of backup for the phone. There's plenty of, I mean, I can use the car. Not that it's probably the last resort to use gas for this, but You know, I have a bunch of power banks, including in the car, at home. One's already out, by the way, so. But I have plenty more, so. Is it ever going to be green for us? So I'll have a nice steak, and that's about it. I don't have anything else. All right, it's shortly after 9 p.m. I have a flashlight, so I'm kind of getting tired of not having any electricity. I just made on the gas grill outside. I had 2 sirloins in the fridge, right, or 2 1-pound pieces, and I'm going to eat 2 pounds of steak. Maybe I won't eat too much tomorrow. I do have hurricane food. I did want to do a video on, oh, here's how I prep for a hurricane. And, you know, I'm not planning for an apocalypse here, but, you know, maybe 3, 4, 5 days worth of food, just cans, whatever else around. But at least maybe we'll get around to that. Maybe we'll get around to that. I was going to do a video just on that before the hurricane, because I stock up now, you know. I have in the last couple of years, you know, just always had some fresh, not fresh, perishable foods, and I go through it every year. I actually finished eating a bunch of old Spam a couple months ago to get rid of the old Spam supply before buying new ones. But anyways, what is pretty cool, I mean, apart from the leaf blowers during the day, because even now, I gotta get the driveway clean, blah. It's like, good Lord. Like, I took a rake and, you know, made sure all the stuff's out of the way so I can drive out. But the wet leaves, what is wrong with these people? But right now, there's nothing wrong with anybody. It is nice and dark everywhere. You can see, I think that's the neighbors. I think that's Right Bozo, yeah. He has some emergency light going. But really, you can barely tell. Maybe across there, something might come up. I think, right, yeah, I think you can kind of see. If we pan here, there's another light somewhere. Anyways, there's basically nobody has power here except, I guess, HEB, you know, 3 miles down the road. But there's a certain calmness. Now, I can hear the generators even in here. Some people are using generators. That generators are generally a waste of time. I mean, they're not going to last you 3, 4 days, you know, and even then you're going to be having a light bulb on, what's the difference between, right? So I can hear the hum of the generator, so that's not fun. But there's no lights everywhere. The neighbor doesn't have his shitty string lights on here. Oh, that's always so terrible over here. It's nice and calm. I mean, the hum of the generators I can hear. I don't think it's coming across, but anyways, that's basically it. I'm actually looking forward to, if the power isn't coming back tonight, which it probably won't be, hopefully maybe by morning, but again, that's just me hoping. It could be many days. But I am looking forward to maybe seeing more stars, right? Because usually with all the light pollution and everything, do we have, hold on. Where's the, they turned the lights off, or they turned it off a little bit more. Over there with Right Bozo. That's fine. What's my point? I'm looking forward to maybe seeing some stars out, you know? Because with the lacking light pollution and everybody in the Houston area, and especially here, losing power, it would be interesting to see how many stars actually come out tonight. But we'll see. I don't know. We'll see. So anyways, I'm just going to eat 2 pounds of steak now. That's basically it. All right, so we are out here. I'm blinding myself. But is this better? No, I'm just going to be blinding myself. But what we can hear is basically there's no lights on. For some reason that is on, but the vast majority of lights are not. Now you can hear that. I'm fairly certain that's a generator. And wow, it must be super obnoxious to like be next to one of these things, or even inside the house, you know? Is the AC, is a generator good enough to run AC for a few days? You know, but of course it's just one of these things where it's so nice out here, you know? There's no lights except my flashlight. Barely any lights anywhere. then you have this awful sound, you know? And I was thinking, oh, the stars are going to be good, and, well, I don't think you can see it here, but there's really not that many stars out. You know, it's already midnight. It's a little bit cloudy, but you can still see clouds. I would have thought it'd be a little more impressive because everyone has basically no power, you know? But I don't know how light pollution works. I mean, the rest of this, Houston doesn't have any power either. Very few people do. So you would have thought, or I would have thought, you know, you'd see more whatever, what do you call it, stars. But I don't know, it's probably a little bit more, but it's underwhelming. So I don't know if there's still pockets of places that have enough light, and that's how the light pollution works. But the point is, yeah, now we hear a new one. So yeah, it's the leaf blower lens, it's the, you know, it's the generator blower lens. And then you're smelling, because they're like, oh, don't put a generator, because they have those mobile generators that you can pull around and put gas in it. I think some of these are just built in outside, you know. Oh wow, you can kind of see some people putting the tree branches they've already cut up out there. But basically they tell you don't put the gas generator inside the house or the garage because you'll die of like carbon dioxide or monoxide poisoning or something. And it's like, oh, okay, so just put it outside and make noise for the next week for everybody at night. Although I have to say, I don't find this as annoying as a leaf blower, especially inside. You know, you can use earbuds to dampen that, or I have ear muffs or something. But it's like, damn, there's always something, you know. I like a house with, you know, that's surprising. How do they have all this power? I'm not really hearing. Oh, they got some there. Man, and it's kind of a dick move because you're letting everybody know I have tons of power and I'm wasting it on bathing my house at night with this white LED, right? No, that is fucking loud. This is the loudest one we've heard. You know? And that's a nasty white LED over there anyways. So it's gonna be loud as fuck for everybody. And I'm not gonna turn these off. I'm gonna waste it. It's gonna smell like ass. It's gonna be loud. And hope you can fall asleep next to the hum of a generator so I can power my already ugly, blinding LED lights at night. They have lights on. I don't hear anything here. Because some of these generators are just so loud. So one more suburbanite rudeness, just generators powering LED lights that you don't need anyways. So, anyways. Yeah, no word on when the power's coming back. The internet sucks. You know, sometimes you can load a video like about news stuff and weather and whatnot, but other times it's just been pretty choppy. You can barely load anything. It takes, you know, 10 minutes to load a 2-minute video or something. It's insanity, you know. But, you know, it is strange because it is just a category 1 and we're like 80 miles inland, and it's like, how is it possible that, because I had power when I woke up at 9, I had power for about an hour. I was on the computer. I'm like, oh, this is no big, oh, these, see, one of these days, I'm going to go around complaining about LED. That's not even the worst light here, but that white one there, you know, it's just, the problem is, you know, you go, that's another horribly loud one. The problem with recording these LEDs at night is like, I don't want to be like, let me zoom in onto people's houses and then I have to be still. That's already like a privacy issue. I'm a weirdo, you know? And to walking by, you don't really get the full picture. And sometimes the camera is not really true to what I'm seeing. You know, especially with these weird lights at night, it comes across as too much of this color or not enough, you know, and then I have to explain everything. Like, this one is a little bit blinding, but it's at least not, see, that doesn't even come across as anything. It comes across as more yellow, which is what I see, but it's not really. See, like this one over here. You see the one over here? That one is very faint. I kind of like it. Yeah. But yeah, it's always something, because generally when I come through here, other places at night, it might be more blinding because of the LED lights and garage lights, but you don't have this hum, you know? You have maybe a faint AC hum, but you know, the outside, I think it's a condenser unit. You might have that or something, but you know, oh, we have these fake lanterns. I think you can see movement in them. No, you can't. I see movement in them. See, it doesn't pick it up on camera. It's one of those LEDs. I think it's probably like battery powered, like solar powered. Here's another generator coming up, you know. But just imagine living next to this humming and then you're listening to it. I mean, we're not even close. Holy, what an ass behavior. I mean, that is just total asshole behavior as far as I'm concerned. I mean, unless you're supporting someone on life support or something, you know? And then you get to hear the extra noise. So at least it'd be like, oh, we don't have any power, fine. At least it's nice and quiet. Oh, no, no, no. You know, because during the day, I'm sure there's going to be even more landscapers coming out with their leaf blowers. You know? Ugh, what a mess. Oh, my favorite lights here. This is a disaster. It's like living in a prison here, like a spotlight at night. And now we have dog attacks. Although that sounds like a very wimpy small dog. Nobody will hear me scream over these generators. It's like a fucking movie, a horror movie here. Anyways. So, I think this is where yeah, this is the circle we did here, and then we're going back. But how do these people have power for that ugly ass prison? It's like in the movies at night, you know, in the prison yards, they have that awful. And imagine just living across there, you know, you want to sit on the porch or something. It's like, nope, sorry, you're actually living in a prison, you know. We have to have these spotlights on. And it's obnoxious. So, I think that's it for now. I don't really have anything else to add. Except, I don't know when the power's coming back, but whatever. We'll figure it out. So, apart from thawing out, it's been probably 24 hours since we've had electricity here. But apart from thawing out, the fridge is also leaking. I got up here and it's already here. You can see a little bit of it sucking up here, which is not good. Wood does not mix with this, but we'll push the fridge out and mop it up or whatever. So I remember buying this thinking, oh, I'm going to go camping a lot. I've never used it once, you know. The problem with camping is the same as the problem in the leaf blower lens. It's kind of loud sometimes, unless it's, you know. But then if it's really out in the middle of nowhere, I'm not taking a 62 quart, you know, thing with, you know. So anyways, it doesn't matter. Right now I have this, which is good, but I don't have any ice because my anticipation was if the freezer goes out or the fridge goes out, and I have to buy a new one, well, I'll just put everything in here and I can go to the store and get ice. Well, there's no ice. And yeah, it's dripping. I mean, this is right. I mean, I think that's the ice bucket here. So I don't know. You know what? I think we can just, yeah, I mean, I'll take it out. We don't have to watch this. All right, so this is cleaned out. We'll do this soon, but I still felt a little coldness there. But this one was critical because I think the ice cubes were melting in here. And anyways, I don't want to open this too much, but we'll take one little peek. I put what little remaining ice on top, but this is basically 20, 30 pounds of meat, and then this is probably already mushed up, but it's at least ice. And I have a feeling this probably also might be turning to what do you call it, ice, or turning from ice to water, just like what I'm stepping on now. And they say it's 5 days keeps the ice. I've never tested it. Some people online have tested it. It stays for a few days in there. So as long as we put ice in it, which we can't find, and there's very little on top. Now, most of it's still frozen. Most of the meat was in one area at the bottom, so it still wasn't thawed out at all, thankfully. Some of the fruit at the very top was already kind of, yeah, the top ice cubes that I have just for consumption, those were already gone. There's still a couple left in the middle, but anyways. So yeah, we'll see. We have some hamburger there. We can eat that today. And that's it. We have some yogurt in the fridge that's still cool. Probably won't even fit in here anymore, and I'll just have to eat a bucket of yogurt or something. So we'll take a look, we can take a look now. I mean, we're going to be taking this out right now anyways. So there's some butter. The carry. That's good. We have to put that. We'll put that in the. In there. But there's yogurt in here. My old kombuchas that I've never done anything with in a year. The problem is, the minute they start heating up, they're going to start fermenting again, which was what I didn't want to do. But that's fine. We'll figure that out. I mean, it's kombucha, so it can keep fermenting a little bit, but I did want it to stop. So, maybe we could have a kombucha party, because there's 2 hard kombuchas that are already ready in there. I just have to pour them into. I don't have any ginger, right? But I'm thinking we could go to the supermarket. We'll probably go there for ice. So maybe we can, because you don't need an electricity for that. You just need to pour the kombucha. And maybe we can just have kombucha. By the time we have power back, we'll have the fermented kombucha in the bottles, because 2 are already ready. They're all ready to go. It's 2 hard kombuchas ready to go, and 1 not hard kombucha that's ready to be made hard or just bottled as well. So maybe today's just going to be kombucha bottling day. I don't have ginger. I like to put ginger in all of it. So I don't know. Maybe HEB has ginger. I don't know. Because again, there's not much heat left, and if this keeps fermenting, especially in 90-degree heat here, it still is only, let's see here. It's 77, it's rising. It was 76, and 77 is, and it's going to get to like 90 today. And again, it's a category 1. It's stronger than we expected, even though it was supposed to be a category 1, and it was. And we're 80 miles inland. We're not even on Entergy here. This is Entergy. This is the East Texas grid. That's not part of the Texas grid. That's Centerpoint. Okay. So despite that, despite being 80 miles inland, despite having a hurricane that didn't really knock much over here. Again, the neighbor's tree here fell down. Let's see that. Let me stand on the couch real quick. Yeah, I think it's propping up. Oh, these annoying string they always leave on. Not now, because you can kind of make out that tree. That's a tree. whatever. It's hard to see, but that tree sort of fell down. But it's like this. It's a small little thing there. Um, I was more. Oh my God, busy beaver over there. Okay, never mind. That is another neighbor. Yeah, people pretending to be busy. So yeah, so yesterday the gas blower guy was doing. He's just doing his driveway. This guy takes about 2 minutes, thankfully, but it is just obnoxious. Of busy work. It's a hurricane. There's leaves on the driveway. Better blow it off. It's like, can we not contribute to my, insanity here? No. And then the crews are going to come out and just do their usual bullshit job. And now, there's a couple leaves on the ground, so it's just super important. Never is. No, it's just something. And the generators at night sort of kept me awake. I had to move my bed from upstairs here to downstairs because the hum of the generator coming from the end of the street. I think that we only have one at the end of the street there. That was just too much. You know what? Let me. Spy cam. You can say, you saw the hose there. Right there. Doing nothing. Look at that. Doing nothing. And that's one of those gas-powered ones. It's one of those handheld gas-powered ones. And again, it's just like, okay, who cares? Even if it takes 2-3 minutes, it's like, no, I don't want that. Thank you. And you can hear it here. You can just hear all of that here. No, it's just insanity that because this person doesn't want to take the extra 2 minutes to use a rake to get the bigger stuff and then to use a broom, or don't use a broom because, again, the thing is it's always going to have a couple extra stray leaves, right, in 5 minutes. So it's clean for 5 minutes and then the leaves start falling and it looks exactly the same and no one cares. But anyways, I think that's it for now. This is going to be like who knows how long this is going to be because we don't know when the power's coming back. But anyways, it's fun, whatever, and yeah, that's it. Of course, this is neighbor number 17 doing leaf blowing. Because you're right after a hurricane, it's 90 degrees outside now. Okay, 90 degrees outside. And leaf blowing the street is something you need to be doing. Just somewhere down the road there, yeah, just somewhere down there, yeah. And again, it's now 82 degrees upstairs. And yeah, just totally pointless. Let's blow the leaves that way. Just blow it. Because it's not bad enough to be stuck in a now 82 degrees and rising. By the way, new announcement. The power company said 50% of customers will have power back by Wednesday night. Today is Tuesday. So when you're stuck in a hot house, nothing to do, all the electricity is out, I really want to hear more leaf blowers because the most important thing is to have a pristine lawn and to have the leaves pushed down the street 10 feet that way. That's the most important thing to do right after a hurricane, is just blowing leaves around and making lots of noise. It's just unbearable. It's like, why do people have these nasty, filthy habits of, oh, it's 24 hours past a hurricane. There can't be a leaf on the ground. It's like, oh my God. It's like people just have this weird busy work where they got to be busy. I don't know where my earbuds are, unfortunately. I'm very confused about this. This is what I'm looking for. I have the other ones somewhere. I know where those are, but the ones that really work well, that you cannot live inside your own home after a hurricane, after no power, after it's getting hot. 82 degrees now. 82. Well, probably can't see. Take my word for it. So there's no part of the house where you can't hear this whining of Front Bozo's leaf blower. That's his name. And I don't know where it is. Oh, here we are. It's right here. Yeah, I need to put everything in one place. I'm just getting very confused. My flashlight, this is a nice central location for these. Oh, it's quiet for now. No, it's not over. It's never over. So, at this point, I have nothing better to do, as I mentioned. So what we can do is, what is he wanting to do with this, right? He's just gathering it into a big pile there. Is he even going to, because he's just going in circles now. It's one big pile, just keep doing it. And this is just such a torture to listen to this, And I mean, not that I could do much else now. I mean, you have a modicum of internet access with this, so I've been listening to something. But even with the speakers, my computer speakers, I turned it. It's Bluetooth, so he's just kind of shoving it up on the more bushy, rough side of his patch of the lawn. So he's just dumping it back as mulch, Yeah, he's just dumping it back. Okay. I mean, I guess you're repurposing it fine, but the next time there's a big storm, or the next time there is, 10-mile-an-hour winds, guess where that's going to end up? Well, yes, right back on the road. But hey, it's busy work because, we got to be busy all the time. We can't just be sitting quietly or, doing something else or whatever, I lost him. Oh, now he's volunteer blowing everybody else's yard. Look at this weirdo. He was going to the other. Is it off? I don't know. So basically, how he's gone. Look at that. He already did the front porch. Hopefully, maybe he'll do it again, because after 5 minutes, the leaves have settled back, and now it's time to do more. I don't know. But that's so insane to me that right after a hurricane, nobody has power, right? Nobody has power. And the power company just said, oh, it'll be 50% tomorrow night. And let me go out in 90-degree weather and start puffing around noisily, because we couldn't tolerate if these leaves just were there for the next 2 days. And it's not even like, okay, move the branches out of the way. I did that on my driveway so I could drive out. I ended up collecting some of the bigger things. I didn't even dump it in trash yet. Let it dry out, and trash day is going to be on. It's usually on Friday. They said it's now Saturday because they bumped it one day. Because the Monday schedule got bumped to Tuesday, and then everybody else got bumped. So, and then we'll see what we can throw away, how much of the food, because that's going to be my big task for today, because I've been getting a little bit just depressed about the whole situation. Well, just everything. Not that this is all that different from the usual. This is like, I'm hearing a whine again. That sounds like a right bozo. The generators are still humming, you know. Oh no. Oh no. It's the same guy back again. He's literally in the middle of the street. He's literally in the middle of the street just puffing about. He's now just puffing the air. Maybe he's doing my lawn too, or my thing here. Just walking, holding this thing like that. Again, it's completely insane. These people are insane. I'm glad we're taking a picture of this because the insanity, like nobody would believe this. If you're not used to yourself, nobody would ever believe that some man is in the middle of the street just kind of pointing it in the air, not really even at the ground anymore. Just feels like you got to do some loud, busy work, you know. Now, you could, again, do loud, busy work inside your home. Maybe use a leaf blower inside of your home. You know, that would be as effective as using them outside. But, I mean, we've been talking about this for, what, 7-8 minutes now? What is the value of doing, like, oh, it looks so much better? I don't think it actually looks better. I mean, even if you had a perfectly manicured lawn, I mean, this is insane. You know? No, he is just, okay, we gotta do it. He is literally doing nothing, you know? He is literally just walking back and forth, you know, doing, I bet he thinks he's doing a good job. Like, oh, look at that. All the street is now cleared of leaves, you know? Look at that. He must be congratulating himself as being the unspoken hero of the neighborhood, you know. He's just there's nothing there now, sir. There is nothing there now, sir. You were just there 2 minutes ago, okay, or 5 minutes ago. The fumes must be getting to him, you know. Maybe they're getting to me, but it's behind the tree. Is he gonna do like the whole street? Is he gonna do the next 300 yards here? You know, sir, there's another 500 yards to the intersection there. Are you just going to do everything here? This is unbearable. And again, I bet he's like, oh, I'm a good person because, oh, the leaves are gone now. It's like, you know, on some level, I appreciate the attitude. I appreciate the work, but this is just busy work. It's just a waste of everyone's time. This is the last cold drink I have. This is also why I'm getting cranky. Okay. I have a long cord on this. Hold on. I don't want to set this in water, because I have a power bank here that it's charging. This is the backup power bank because the first one's already out. I think depending on when the power is back, 50% by tomorrow night. Depending on that, you know, I don't think I'm going to run out of power banks because this is still at like 75%ish. And this is a 15,000, and I don't use it a lot. The 10,000 one, that's basically the size of the phone, and I can just walk around with it, put it in my pocket, charge it on the fly. Because I have a step counter on this. I do want to have the phone on me so I can count that. But that one I actually measured a couple of weeks ago. A 10,000 power bank actually is only 5,000. Now I use it all the time, so it must have degraded, but I think these are in better shape because I don't use them very often. And there's another one in the car that's exactly the same thing. And I have a jump starter, one of those new jump starter things that is also a power bank. That's 18,000. So basically 15 plus 15, well, this is maybe 10 in here, 10, 15, so that's 25, 18, 35, 40. Now, it's not 100%. I think these nominal values are total bullshit. I think they just make them up. But, you know, 40,000 left, M-A-H, mah? I don't know how to pronounce it. And this phone's about, well, this phone itself is not what it used to be. So this phone is about, it's rated for 3,400, but it's 70% of that. So it's 25, something like that. So I imagine this phone could be charged up a few more times. I also I was using 300% of the battery because I'm using this instead of the computer because that doesn't work, right? No electricity. But I don't know if 100% is the manufacturer's number of 3400 or I don't know what they're calculating. But basically, even if we go with the top number, the biggest number, so we have the most, right? Yeah, so we just use the biggest number, 3400. That's about 10 charges, and we're using we could last another 3-4 days without having to panic too much. The car still works. That has gas in it, so I could drive around and charge up, or not even drive around, but just, I could also just drive away and find a hotel room. I've been kind of thinking of that, of when do I actually, just leave and be like, okay, is it too hot, There's Bryan in College Station, I was looking up. That's like an hour and a half drives away. I don't know, because the other thing is maybe everyone else is there now, right? Because you have 2 point something million people without power. It's not like those people are showing up to work because nobody has power, right? So very few people do. So most people, I don't know, are the hotel rooms fill up? I didn't even bother looking that up. Not that we have good internet here. Last night was terrible, then it got a little better after midnight, and today's like okay. I mean, you can load some pages, but it's not the best. So, I guess that's it. I don't know when to leave, but at some point, hopefully, because again, it's one more day. Again, they said 50% by tomorrow, so it could be. So today's day 1. It's been 24 hours. Tomorrow's going to be 2, maybe 36 to the. It's not even that much. 48 plus. I don't know the math anymore. But the point is, it's going to be whatever it is, and I can always just keep driving. I have plenty of gas, and by the time you get out of here, there will be plenty of stations with gas. So I'm happy with my preparations because I charged everything up. I did charge everything up. I have the power banks. Maybe I should buy another one. I might also look into one of those. I had one of those old UPS UPCs or something. I don't know what it stands for. It's a power backup. My old computer had that, but it lasted 10 minutes with it. My idea was that you safely shut down the computer, right, if there's a power outage or something. But you could technically use one of those power backup things and plug in the modem, because the fiber internet's not out. It's just I have no power to it, right? So if you take the modem and the little whatever thing is here, if you plug that in, I don't know how long that lasts, right? Because if you buy one of those big things you can plug stuff into, and it's like, oh, you got 6 hours of internet. It's like, well, you have this, so that's not much of a gain, right? I don't think any of those portable things could last days for providing enough power to the modem. Now, I don't know. I'd have to look that up. But definitely just a simple little power bank for a phone. I definitely need to probably invest in a bigger one, and just sort of have that, have that around. Because again, this is 1500. This is a few years ago. I'm sure they're a little better now. I think it's a generator. Yeah, the generators were obnoxious. I think I already mentioned that, but it's just, there's always something here. It's the Woodlands. No, it's the same bullshit as everywhere. That's what it is. But anyways, I think that's it for now. I think my big task will be to go back to HEB. There's apparently a Kroger's right across from it. I never go to Kroger's, so I didn't even know there's a Kroger's right across on the other side of the road. I never go there. But people are saying there's ice there. People said that last night. People said that today. So I don't know. We'll see. Ice for keeping the meat and whatever else I can salvage here. We can maybe do that. So I did prepare. I have the camping thing here, right? I bought that years ago, and I guess it's getting its first use. So that's good. Anyways, I think that's it for now. I don't want to open it. I mean, it's been a few hours. I'm looking at the microwave. Of course, it's off, so there's no time on there. But it's what, like 1, 2 p.m., something like that. Who knows? Anyways, I think that's it for now. We'll be back to talk some more later, perhaps. All right, so I am coming here from HEB, the recipient of 2 bags of ice. And the point is, that we found it. It's working. It's really cold. Ooh, they got 4 over there. Ooh. So, I was going to go to Kroger's and all that, but we don't have to do that now. Yeah, they got a giant pallet in there, so. We are. So let's put these out of the shade and let's directly head back. No joyriding today, except joying about the ice. 7 pounds. So that's good. That will keep the chest. I kind of opened it once and it still seemed pretty, the top was pretty solidly frozen. You know, what little ice we dumped in there from what was left in the ice maker. So yeah, that's it. I took a picture of the giant pallet that they just wheeled in right in front of me. So it's like, oh, that's pretty good. And right. And yeah, I guess that's it. That's kind of it for now. Oh no, I maybe they're still going to be out there when I come back. But one of the reasons I went now is I finally said, Left Bozo's leaf blower crew showed up because it's been just 24 hours of powerness or not having any power. It's 86-7 degrees inside, so that's when I need to be hearing the leaf blower right next to the gas one. So we had front Bozo doing it. We had some guy next to him doing it. That guy, that's also left, but it doesn't matter. Basically, right Bozo did it with the electric one. Let's see here. Yeah, so basically, front Bozo, I think that's going to be on the 10-hour extravaganza video that we're going to clip together. One's power is regained, which might be in a while, but, Ooh, we should be charging the phone, son of a bit. Okay, that's the wrong thing. Yeah. So, well, look, we got the thing that I wanted to get done today. Okay, so this is a massive intersection, no lights here. Okay, I think that's how it works. Okay, I got a horn. Okay, we got the intersection. Okay, this is passable now, because yesterday this was not. Somebody cleared it here, good. But basically everybody's been leaf blowering. It's been left Bozo's here, right Bozo, the one across, the one next to him. That guy's also out, because that's right. So basically everybody that I'm next to, right? Literally, I'm surrounded by blowers, okay? Is if you were to put a grid down, I'm here, left Bozo, well, right, this one, front one, across from there, all blowing. And there's really no one on diagonal that way because front Bozo takes up the whole thing there. So literally, I'm surrounded by blowers. The only reason behind me there aren't blowers is because that's just the street. But across from there, I'm sure there's going to be blowers there too. So it's just such an obnoxious busybody or busy work thing. Oh, I got to look busy. There's nothing on the ground. Brr. It's like, stop wasting your time and my sanity on this bullshit, you know? Right. We don't know each other. What was I gonna say? I don't know. It's just disappointing, and it's just that it's that. So okay, where do I move to? I mean, this has been the perennial question since I moved here, and it was like, well, this place kind of sucks too, and it's just there's nowhere, you know, there's just nowhere where. It's just that stuckness of, okay, even when it's a disaster like this, the first thing we think of is a leaf blowing. And again, it's not like they come out and they cut the trees. It's like, that's a separate thing. That's the tree people. That's separate. The chainsaws are annoying, but it's like, okay, fine. Right? It's a disaster, fine. The chainsaw would be pretty much faster here, fine. There's a relatively few trees that have fallen down. I mean, a couple things here. That's the city anyways, or the county. Very few trees have fallen out. You know, the last 2 or 3 windstorms we've had here that were not hurricanes were much worse. But anyways, these are not even tree people. It's not like, well, they do this and they do... No, this is just, oh, there's leaves on the ground. I guess there's a few now, you know, but who cares? You know, it took me literally 3 minutes to scrape my extended drive. I have a bigger driveway than most people here. I got like 2 cars more of driveway. It took me 3 minutes to do it. Now it's in a bunch. I'll dump it into a trash bag and have it thrown away. But again, it took me 3 minutes. I looked out on my deck. I'm probably not even going to clear it off. You know, and again, this is after a hurricane, and my deck is like, it's not that bad. It's really not that bad, you know? I go out there all the time, you know, for sunbathing, and I have to walk through there, and it's like, nope, it's not even that bad, you know? Because again, I'm out there with my sandals anyways. You're not going to go out on a deck, on a wood deck with, you know, with barefoot. I mean, you know, you're going to step in a nail or something, right? So it's just so stupid. And then you have this front bozo just literally blowing at the street. It's insanity. You know, where's a place where this kind of... Because again, you know what? Fine. I'd rather live next to people who kind of care about the upkeep of their yard than meth heads. But not by much, okay? Especially when that comes at the cost of noise. Well, especially not noise. It's like meth heads or noisy people. I don't know. It's kind of the same thing. Okay, so, you know, oh, this guy is just on this, oh, he's brought his fat kid here or something. Oh, there's the leaf blower right there. Training a new generation of noise vandals. So we might actually go for a walk or something, because I was pretty depressed at home. It was too hot and everything. And I don't want to go out because then it's kind of noisy and whatever. But we got the ice. So they're actually putting trash in. You know what? Let's just do this. So this was front bozo, the guy who was blowing at the literal... Now, it's very clean. I have to say, it is a very clean road right in front of me. This is what I cleaned up. And again, what's the problem if little stuff like this is here? Like, what happens if that is there? What happens? Oh no, there's the same amount of leaves there that you will have in 3 days anyways. Who cares? Like, I don't want the car going through branches. If it's too much, you slip. That's it. But you need 2 minutes of raking, you know? But anyway, so front bozo, as we love to call him, it was over there. And front to the right of that we took a picture of, we'll might even put that in there at some point. That's where the truck is, okay? That's where they're blowing. Left bozo is right here, okay? Right across from there. So that's the orientation of this thing, right? And it's confusing because right bozo is right if you're looking out that way, and front bozo, yeah, I get it. The system doesn't really work all the time. But the point is, I don't want to wait for this ice to melt. I want to put this into the thing, but let's go up. All right. All right. All right. So we got 2 bags of ice, generators running, and let's go up here. Oh my God, it's so hot in here. Wow, it is hot. It is muggier and hotter in here than, wow. It says 87 here, but it is colder outside where it says 90. So it's probably all the humidity built up here. But anyway, oh right, I took the, because of all the heat being trapped up here, it's about 5 degrees colder downstairs in my basement. Also gonna be cooler to sleep for. Yeah, there's an old thermometer here that doesn't work, or a setting. Well, not that anyone can see it. It's right at 78, 79, so it's a lot cooler down here, actually. You know? And, well, let's just do this. Let me get a knife real quick. So, oh, it is, I don't believe that it's 87 in here. It's like hotter in here than down there. It's insanity. All right. Yeah, let's just do that. So, got some scissors here. And, all right, so, let's open this up. Now, this is what I put in around 10. Look at that. We still got a bunch of chunky ice in here. Now, this is kind of soft. The meat is not. The meat is hard. Maybe the top of it is a little, but yeah, that's the mango stuff, but this doesn't flip back too well. Oh my goodness. I'm bored of it, but this is not the best. All right, let me just put this down. We'll be right back. You know what, let me just prop it here. Can we prop it here? Hold on. This is not the best, but it works. So, wow, this is now filled up, so that's good. All right. So, yeah, that's basically it. Okay, so since we talked about the backyard, let's see what it looks like now. See, this is a hurricane, all right? We said no one barefoot goes out here, but look at me. I'm braving the elements here. Look at this. This is a hurricane, okay? A Category 1 hurricane that has given us no power for over 24 hours now. This is the deck here, okay? So what, right? And then under the deck, there's barely anything. And again, this would take about 2 minutes to sweep off with a broom anyways. Just sweep it off in there. But no, we gotta spend tons of money on you know, on making tons of noise. So I don't know if, you know, it's just obnoxious that I have to arrange my life around. Well, that's not good. I have to arrange my life around, you know, these leaf blower things. Because this guy's right next door here. If he starts blowing here, I'm gonna have to, like, I don't know, drive somewhere or walk away or something. You know? Oh, it's so hot in here. I don't know if they're coming, they're going, but, you know, it is just totally obnoxious that you cannot stay in your own home. You got nowhere else to go. Oh, looks like he's starting up the blower right now. Look at that. I think he's pulling the thing on there. Look at that. Yep. Hopefully it doesn't start. He's pulling it, right? Unbearable. Because he does 3 yards. He does the left bozo yard, which is over there. The one to the left bozo. That's on. He's wearing it. Or is he taking it home? It looked like he was like pulling it, like a... Well, who knows? But I guess we'll start another video once, you know, once that happens, but whatever. All right, so a few updates, positive updates. The leaf blower guy went away after the last thing. So he did that 1 yard, and then, all right, fine, he was done with that. So that was good. And then I checked my email. You know, it takes about 20 minutes to check the email because everything was slow with the internet. But I checked it, and I got a message that was dated around 5:30. And I got it around 6:15 or something. So it's pretty new. My gym, which has no power, they said, oh, we have other locations. You're generally, unless you sign up for their super duper plan, to go to multiple locations that I never really get to go to because it's out of the way. You know, those are open, so just go to those. I'm like, okay, well, it closes at 10, and it was 6:30. It took 30 minutes to get to the closest one that's open. Apparently, they were just closed yesterday, and now it's open. It's basically a little bit older, but a little bit bigger. I thought it was a lot more pleasant. They still have problems with blinding LED lights at night, but not as much. Even here in the parking lot, the parking lot lights are really high, and they're not as bright. Yeah, everything is just messed up at that place. I don't know why it works that way. From what I heard, that was like the company's most profitable thing. So, of course, they just treat it the worst. I don't know. But the point is, I arrived here at 7. I was in the sauna area for an hour, in and out of the sauna and the steam room and everything. Then I swam for an hour, which is more than I usually do. And then I was in the sauna area for another, you know, let's say 30, 45 minutes and took a nice long shower. So I spent 3 hours here. You know, so my mood drastically improved. Another thing that drastically improved my mood was that this is a positive development. It looks very red, but if we do brush, the positive development is only this area used to, oh, it's red. Oh, okay, that's gonna work. Stupid. So this red, whatever that is, okay, that used to be the only green, okay? And there's an announcement that's scrolling at the very top, which we're also going to look at shortly. But basically the announcement was at 11:30 that, oh, it might take up till Wednesday, as I mentioned, and maybe a week in some places. They're going to get to the most heavily dense places. Now, thankfully, we are the most heavily dense place, and it's a much bigger map than this, but we're zoomed in. But the point is, this over here, and this over here, this over here, that thing is actually a forest here, by the way. Okay. But all those are new green areas that have sprouted up, and if we take a look here, so this is the 7:30 update. Texas. Entergy Texas makes significant progress restoring power to customers impacted by Hurricane Beryl. I will never know, but whatever that is, the thing that's caused me the most power loss ever, that thing, you know, that thing is, right, 7:30, approximately 189,000 customers are without power. So that still is me, unless something has changed, down from a peak of 252,000. We will continue working to restore 50%. Now, I suspect we're going to be a lot sooner than 7-Eleven, okay? Those are really outlying areas that no one cares about. But the Conroe network, that's a big city up north here. But we're better here in the Woodlands, although we're using leaf blowers all day long. 4100 without powers, and they're mentioning that some of the areas that I don't live in, Sterling Ridge, for example, they have the power's back there. The Alice Luxury Living, I suspect it's, where I mentioned there's a forest. Oh, hold on. Oh, boy. Right over, oh, boy. What the hell is going on here? Okay. I do this every time. Right. So this thing is a forest here, actually, where it's a big blank spot. It's a forest, okay? I think the luxury apartment things are probably this or something or somewhere around there. But this is a good development because I suspect that, you know, we're going to be in the, by Wednesday night, tomorrow night, 50% will have power back. I suspect that's going to be us. And I hope it's us. Because, yeah, I don't know. It's just like I need electricity. But what's my other point? Right, so this place is okay. You know, it's not that much, because again, it's the same company. It's a little older. It's a little bigger, as I mentioned. It's not like spectacular different. Now, they don't have an annoying TV in the sauna, which is just the bane of my existence. The new sauna, oh, it's newly renovated, and it's like, okay, you people stick a TV everywhere. There was a big TV in the big sauna room, the ante room for the one with the tubs as well, the whirlpool, but that was turned off. Okay, and I don't know if somebody turned it off or what, but it was off. The other great thing was there was a spot for TV and speakers in the sauna, but those were removed. Now, part of it is it's 195 degrees in there. That's what the temperature thing was. And I suspect these things melt. Because the old TV melted in the old sauna, the up-to-date, the TV's starting to melt there, but it's like the new room they have 2 screens, then the sauna, and it's like, and it's the brightest TV light, you know, and it's like, how is it possible that you people have all this money and can't figure out that having a TV in the sauna is just tacky, especially one that is super bright? At least they don't have a sound on anymore, you know. They made that a quiet area. But hey, here's some flashing lights. Here's some bullshit flashing jump cut TV commercials all the time. So anyways, that's obnoxious. How is it possible? You know, all money, no class. That's this place. Yeah, the Woodlands everywhere. It's just tons of money everywhere and just zero class. What happened? What happened? You know, absolutely no class. Even here, the lighting's a little better. I suspect it's because it's an older gym place, because before they renovated my place, they ended up, the lights were pretty good. It was a very mellow whirlpool tub feeling, and it was a very mellow shower, it wasn't this blinding light that they have everywhere. So I suspect they haven't updated this, and that's why it's better that whoever designed that was not as stupid, and, that's basically it. It's just, let's stick these crap LEDs everywhere and do not bother to, but again, some of the, I have noticed that some of the lights they changed have been white LEDs, but some of them are not white LEDs, so there's some thoughts going on. And these parking lot lights are LEDs. They're, unfortunately, most of them are white as well. Some more than others, but it is still better. Like, it's a lot higher up. You get better coverage this way, and it's just, there's so little thought that goes into these things. And it's these quality of life issues, just like with, speaking of blinding LED lights, just turn your car and go. Not into, I'm parked here. Go, keep moving. I'm parked. Good Lord, this person's retarded. So, literally retarded. They thought they were waiting for me to move. Not that I could move because I'm blinded, but I'm not driving, okay? Anyways, But it is just unfortunate. Like, none of the people in the management, the owners, say like, hey, I'm blinded. Is there nobody else who gets blinded by these things and just thinks they're absolutely awful? Do none of the people who own this place, manage this place, use it? You know? And like, hey, remember how I didn't get dizzying headaches looking? And the outdoor pool, I have to, you know what I have to do now? The outrage. I have to put on sunglasses at night, okay? Just like the song says, sunglasses. Sunglasses at night, it's insane. This is some promotional bullshit, you know. Yeah, given by a company that just went out of business, by the way. Invested in it, so wonderful. More losses, oh boy. Oh, there's a dot. But hey, I got sunglasses out of it. I never have to use it. I sunbathe outside. I hike outside. I love the sunlight. I can stare into the sun. But at night, because people can't figure out LED lights, and it has the ambiance of a prison, okay? A prison yard at night. I have to wear sunglasses at night. It's unbearable, you know? So that's the bitching for today. Hopefully the next update is you know, the power's on and hooray. But I don't know if that's going to happen. Hopefully, you know, if the edges, you know, like this, that's Sterling Ridge. That's other stuff there. I don't know what exactly that is. But that's coming closer. You know, we're in the red somewhere. And, ooh, hold on. Let's turn this off here. Let me zoom in a little bit. Okay, all right, so there's no green there. I looked misleading. Okay, what the hell is this? That is Cochrane's Crossing. Okay, that's what I thought it was. That's kind of the middle section there. That's good because it's radiating out. It's not just the edges. It is the middle, and once you get these, we are somewhere over here. So that's wonderful. And, yeah, we might even get it back tonight. I don't, you know, I'm hoping for that, but we'll see. We'll see. So anyways, here is the end of our vertical screen recorder broadcast from 30 minutes from here. You know, I actually want to, you know, I hope they don't open the gym, you know, because I kind of want to come back here. I kind of want to come back here one more time and just check it out. But anyways, I think that's it for now, and let's go on back home. All right, so where are we? Last video, so I just got back at 11 p.m. It is 11:23, and a few minutes ago I saw some red something. I thought it was my flashlight or the phone or something, but I got a notification that my internet network reconnected to the internet. I come out here, and what do I see? The night lights are back on. So I don't know how long, because some people have said, oh, we got power for 10 minutes, you know. But the street light is on, the nice orange glow. They're going to replace that with some white LEDs and destroy my will to live, but lights are back on. So, fan is on. The AC is now 84. Now, I did open all the windows here just as I came back. Let's see here. Let's put these lights on. Is this the light? Hold on. No, this is it. Ah, there we go. So 36 hours without... I'm feeling cold. I'm feeling cold. The last thing I just did was I put the cream. I had one unopened cream, and I was like, is it too hot? So I open it, and I stick the thermometer in there. It was like 65 degrees. 36 hour in the fridge, and it was still 65. So I put it in the cooler with the, yeah. I'm gonna measure the temperature here. I stick a food thermometer in the, it's feeling cold, so 69 degrees. 69. All right, so we're back. So that's really it. So it's over. It is over. 36 hour. Yeah, basically a little over 36 hours. That's it. So we survived, and that's good. The oven timer is flashing. So that's good. That's good. And yeah, that's basically it. Let me just close the windows. And yeah, so I guess that's it. So I'll be, making a 2-hour movie of this. I don't know. It's just all going to add up and whatnot. But I'm glad it's back. I'm glad it's back. It was a nice, fun little, couple hours and whatnot. But I'm glad it's back. Of course, this doesn't solve any big problems in my life, right? It's still going to be leaf blowers and all the other horseshit. But hey, at least we have electricity. So that's good. So you might be wondering why it's all black. Well, it's just pitch black here. The reason is that the power went out. So it's 12:09 and the power just went out. So after a glorious, it came back 11:20, I said. I then started the dishwasher, started the washing machine, the dryer for the towel swimming towel I had, put the chargers on right. So basically we had power for 50 minutes here. Well, that was nice. And let me see where, I think I have the flashlights up here. Now we got a big light. See, I'm charging this thing here. That is still the charge from 2 seconds. It still is, we'll figure it out. Hold on. Here we go. So yeah. So we got 50 minutes of power. That was nice. The upstairs here was 85, and it was like 86, 87. 85 when I come back, it's already 78. Right? But anyways, so the power went out, and yeah, so that's a shame. I was actually looking for different power bank options because, the one I usually use is a little too, I might want to stock up on some of those, but apparently we'll have to do that some other time. What a shame, because we got 50 minutes of power, and we use the most of it now. I was not going to, and I'm not going to, especially now, take everything out of the ice cooler. I was going to wait until the morning just to make sure we have good power. I wasn't going to do that tonight, but definitely not now. So yeah, that's it. Maybe we'll have another update. Hopefully power comes back on at some point soon. But hey, it works, except it's completely gone now. It's no lights outside and just my battery light that I was charging. So anyways, that's it for now. All right, so hopefully this is the last video that I do on this hurricane issue, at least for the whole thing. And basically the power came back on around 3:25. I think I heard the washing machine, which kind of went out, start its thing again. So I did the dishwasher, went upstairs because you have to press a button for that, and that's basically it. I went back to bed, and then 6 hours later I woke up and everything is still on. So it's been 6 hours, and that's hopefully it. We got 50 minutes of power, and then now we have. Well, the outage. How long did the outage last? Hold on. It was 3:25, and then it went out at 12:10. So it went out for another 3 hours after that. 2, 3, yeah, somewhere around 3 hours. So, but now everything is back. Everything's loaded up. All the power banks are done. So this was fun. We had about 40 hours of power outage. We didn't quite. Yeah, 40 hours. Let's say, day and a half. Some people are going to have more. Well, sucks to be them, I guess. But that's kind of what it is. So yeah, I'm going to start making preparations for, what do you call it? Maybe buy another power bank, because that's what I was looking at when the power went out, because it was getting kind of a little dicey. Like, will we have enough for a few days? And, that's it. You can always drive away. There was nothing blocking the road, but I think having a plan where I just have, maybe 4 or 5 days of where I can't leave, because you could potentially have trees falling out so you can't even leave anymore. So even if you have a working car, full tank of gas, you could be stuck for a few days because there's just so much fallen trees and nobody else can get to it, right? Number one, that's always a problem because again, you don't have any power. Great, let's just drive 2 hours that way and see what happens. But you can't leave. So those are sort of things to plan for. I have enough food. I mean, never mind am I going to be able to salvage the food that's in the freezer? I think I will be. But even if you can't do that, I have enough backup food. I always do that now. I didn't have to touch any of that, but there's 4 days, at least 4 or 5 days of just full eating, of food left. I'll do a video on that separately. So that's basically it. So I'll kind of repurpose my efforts, but I think I did okay here. We have enough. We had enough. We could have been able to leave if ultimately things didn't work out. I think the power banks would have been the worst because if the only thing you have is the phone and you're on that, it's kind of hard it's kind of hard to, if you don't have any power, you need tons of these power banks, and that kind of drains pretty quickly. So I'll also look up, as I mentioned before, the internet modem here. Because again, the fiber optic internet probably works. But then again, if their center is out of power, maybe they have generators. I assume they do for a few days at least. But I don't know how much a modem sucks from any kind of portable electric thing you could plug it into. All right, I'd have to ask the company, and I'm sure they have better things to do. But I'll ask and see what is their recommendation and how much wattage is taken out of it from, Because again, a computer, you plug it into one of these things and, you got, I don't know, even the huge ones are like you got an hour's worth of power, so it's really not worth that. But a little modem, okay, that might be a little better. So anyways, that's it for now, and hopefully hurricane problems are over.